You know, one of the questions that really always bothers me is anything related to kill death ratio. KD is such a multiplayer mentality that as battle royale players, you just got to get out of your head. When they said they're adding stats into the game, I wanted to vomit because it's going to change the way people play the game because they're just chasing one stat down. When in reality, so many other stats that aren't in the game are way more important. Wins, of course, being one of them, which for some reason people would rather a high KD than a win count, which is fucking weird. But also distance traveled, because again, as a BR player, you guys are wanting to be able to rotate, be able to move, things like that. And so many players, especially in solos, sit and hide, scared shitless. So during this gameplay, we're going to be really talking about mistakes players are making. For instance, starting off with Adam, plating. He's finally doing it right now, but that whole time he was moving and rotating away from the building and looking in the middle of the street to try to shoot someone with a sniper on the rooftop. He wasn't plating up. He did spot a player just now. He thought he did, but he's now not trusting his instincts. Let's see how he pushes this fight. The enemy is on the rooftop and he is shooting another guy. So there's a chance we might be on the hunt for him and get third partied, or we could actually capitalize on both these kills. I like the fact that he's not running away, that he's not camping in a corner, and he's actively looking. This is something completely different than the title of this video or the intro, but it's very nice to see, because the reason why I started the Vondel video the way I did was most players don't play like this. Despite him not being the greatest, him not having the best aim or best decision making, he's still out here actively trying. So I gotta give props to Adam 10 because he's out here again trying to have fun and be good at the game. All right, but we do have a cast-off 740, and we do have a sniper rifle. We need to go ahead and get our loot up, right? We have a buy station behind us by the helicopter and the fire station we could go to. He's choosing to actively fight, and this isn't a terrible idea, but again, because we don't have our good weapons, if an enemy does decide to third party us while we're shooting out in the open, it's going to be a harder fight for us, because again, ground weapons are normally 9 times out of 10 weaker than loadout weapons. You know, there's a balance. I tell you guys, don't always loot, don't over loot. Get some normal guns and start running, and I'm down for that. But when you have the money for your loadie, I definitely would make a way over there to get it, especially since again we have another buy that's over here. All right, so the enemy right there, right, he got sniped at. Instead of just dolphin diving to cover, he just stopped to slowly sidestep, and he got headshotted and his armor is cracked. Very terrible fight on the enemy's position. Even this challenge right here is wild in itself. I like the fact Adam is using the AC vent, but this is where being a sniper, you really have to balance challenging with flinch, right? The moment you pop up, you really want to try to have your reticle lined up and take that shot fast, because if the enemy does get a bullet off on us like you saw, he's gonna flinch his ass off and you're gonna miss. Now let's talk about this enemy again. He's been fighting us. He keeps over challenging and over peeking us with no cover, and then he decides to crouch walk out in the open to challenge a whole nother enemy with his entire side being vulnerable to Adam. The enemy is playing this game so poorly and in such a bad way. And again, a lot of you out here like, it's just having fun, not everyone's a sweat. You don't have to be a sweat to try to be better. Everyone in their every aspect of their life should be trying to get 1% better every day. And if you're not, really, what's the point of playing a competitive shooter? Battle royales were never made to be casual. They're made for competition. They're made for competitive players. All right, moving on to Messi. We have a Messi fan here. Clarido Azalo. I can't fucking say that name, bro. I'm trying. All right, movement's pretty decent, but awareness isn't. Situational awareness is terrible. The enemy's shooting from the right-hand side. I like the fact that, again, he's got a little bit decent movement, but it doesn't really look like he knows how to utilize it. He can do it, but then here we are. So we were just actively getting shot at, and then we're going to tunnel vision on loot and drop all this shit without actually getting eyes on what the hell's going on around us. So like, what if the enemy was to push us? And most of the time they will. Like, what would have happened? Oh, I think Clarito would have got completely fucking shit on. All right, rocking 2 SMGs. I'm not going to hate on anybody right now slide canceling, because coming from beta back to this game, I get it. So I'm not going to mention slide canceling. Y'all try not to as well until basically until Warzone 3's out now. It's hard to go from one to the other and back to one. It's a fucking nightmare. But again, let's talk about looting. I said there's a perfect balance. I want you guys to loot. I want you guys to get your load out. But the moment you have that money, let's go ahead and do that. We don't have our loadout. We have the buy literally right next to us, sitting on 15 grand. Situational awareness is completely non-existent. Now enemy's about to shit down his fucking biscuit. He needs to go. This enemy decided to jump over that wall and challenge us, and here we are still looting. What could we possibly want? You have 15 grand, my guy. $15,000. Why are we sitting here looting? Oh, we're gonna go prone. Terrible, terrible, terrible play. Now, if the enemy comes in here, he might get an easy kill. And this is why I think TTK needs to be driven up and longer. And this is why I'm glad that TTK in the next Warzone will be longer. So players like this can't get the easy kills on you guys out there actually moving around. Now, look at this. He doesn't even have enough confidence in his aim to get the shots off. And look, I like the fact that I saw some movement from him, and I want to see him out here actively practicing that. But if you're not getting in gunfights, you're playing like he just was, gunfights usually isn't going to be your forte, and that's why you're going to be losing a lot of games. Stop hiding just to get your KD up and just to lose games, right? So many people are like, I got 2 KD, I got 3 KD. How many wins do you have? 7. Oh, cute. From my first beer. Now that wasn't bad. I like the fact he put himself out there. He had a situational awareness up. He has a little bit of the dog in him, but I need to see it more consistently. Guys, if you're struggling with moving while plating, while reloading, I want you guys to check out aim controllers today by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. You don't have to buy it. I just highly recommend you guys do your own research, check them out. I promise you guys right now, it's my favorite controller company. I've had all the brands out there. I've tried all the hype beasts. This is by far the best one. And right now, through the month of October, using code SAVAGE gives you $55 off your purchase, which is massive. Also, I highly recommend the PS5 variant because it comes standard with digital adaptive triggers, meaning you can go from digital to normal for whichever game you play. But again, the crazy thing is we're so loot heavy and he hasn't bought his fucking loadie. That was a great nade, predicting the jump. This player might not be too bad. It could have been lucky. I like the fact that he's plating while looking. Again, he has a little bit of a dog in him. He just needs to develop the entire story. He just needs to get all the pieces of the puzzle going. I definitely expect the enemy. Oh. Wait, is that the same guy that we saw earlier that was crosswalking a sniper? No, it wasn't the same guy. Now look, respect to Carlito going up for the enemy, trying to look for him, get the shots off. It's unfortunate that he just missed so many shots off the rip. And look, close range combat, when you go to ADS, the enemy breaks your camera on ADS or hit fire. You were point blank, or Carlito was point blank, so he could have probably just hit fired and then ADS to secure the kill. But again, notice the enemy's movement your boy Kuhn had, right? Kuhn had a little bit of movement, so he was able to jump backwards and basically throw the enemy's aim off instead of just sitting perfectly still, waiting to die. Now, again, the one thing these players have in common is they all don't have a lot of kills. So a lot of times you guys are playing slow and passive. You're just hiding from players basically with equal skill. It's amazing how many people tell me they're always getting sweaty lobbies. All my lobbies are filled with top 250. That's weird because out of the million players that there are, how are you always with the top 250? Think about it. And on top of that too, most of the good players are playing fucking ranked. So everyone always has that excuse. My lobbies are sweaty. Are they sweaty or are they actually just moving around and you're sitting in a corner? Really ask yourself that. Hey, look, all of these tips isn't just something I want you guys to do. It's shit that worked for me. When I first started playing Battle Royales and H1Z1, Arma, and PUBG, I was fucking dog shit. But I started playing with people of better skill, a lot more knowledge, a lot wiser than me, and I got a lot of this information from them, and I'm just passing it on to you guys. What works for me may not work for everybody, but I'll tell you one thing, it's gonna work for 99% of you guys as long as you just actively try. All right, Jackie Daytona rocking 6 kills in the fucking shotgun. We're not gonna talk about the shotgun. We all know how we feel about it. Your boy's playing the high ground. Whether you wanna play high ground, low ground, I don't really think it matters. It just depends on your play style and what you excel at. So if you have someone telling you play high ground in Vondel specifically, and it doesn't work for you, play low ground and vice versa, man. Find a strategy that works for you. Now, when I say strategy, remember, camping's not a fucking strategy. Also, let's talk about tools real quick because you see a lot of great players utilizing combat knives, and they're great. Combat knives are just a great way to get in and get out. That way you don't have to waste ammo to get an execute, and if someone else challenges you, you're ready to go. I love them. But Simtexes are completely slept on by most players. If you guys ever play ranked or watch me play ranked, it's Simtex heaven, bro. If you're in a building, you're just getting fucking spammed. It's a great way to flush people out of a camping spot. It's a great way to get an execute. It's just really a great way to win the game. It's beautiful. Smokes and Simtexes are a chef's kiss. So in that situation there where he was shooting on one rooftop to another, if you had a Simtex, all you gotta do was Kobe that bitch and it would have got the kill, because the enemy really wouldn't have had anywhere he could have gone without revealing his body and getting shot by Jackie. Now, I don't like this fight. I know snipers can't one tap for the most part. I know there's one out there or a few out there, but most players don't use that build. But it's always ballsy to take on a sniper with any kind of assault rifle or SMG. All right, now we're in a situation where gas is coming in. We're gonna have to really win this fight so we can rotate outwards. Oh, the shots. Jackie almost threw that, bro, which is shocking. So look, as we kept peeking that ledge, and I want you guys to notice, we're on basically that tip, right? We're on the right-hand side, or I guess y'all's right-hand side is this one. He was on the right-hand side. If the enemy's holding you like that, just jump up on the other side of the peak. Just relocate. That way the enemy has to transition and you have to put the accuracy in his hands instead of aim assist. Because if you just jump up right in front of where his crosshair was last at, you're gonna get shot. I don't think that player was better than your boy Jackie, but he almost won the fight because, again, Jackie failed to just move a couple inches to the left. It may seem very small to you guys, but I promise y'all, man, I survived and win more gunfights doing shit like that than ever, especially in stalemates like that, where you both have to rotate. You're playing two different elevations, and really just the winner of the fight just depends on who's a better shot. Also, I want to point out, I believe Jackie's the first player we spectated not sitting on 5 digits worth of money. He's not sitting on $10,000+. He was close, but he's actually using his cash to buy. He's not spending his time to loot. He's got 8 kills. I know not everyone wants to be a better player, but I know everyone wants to stop getting shit on, right? You know what I'm talking about. You or your teammate. Share this video with your teammates that they're playing like dog shit, because we all love playing with our homies, but in the day, bro, sometimes it's not fun because they suck. Right, here we are now. We got a rotation to the left-hand side. We're gonna have to cross a body of water. I'd honestly pre-rotate the shit out of this. We can get this kill later. Sure, someone might steal it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, because if we stay on that side of the river we were just on, shoot at an enemy, we attract a lot of attention to ourselves, making it harder for us to cross. So I like the fact that he pre-rotated into this zone, and now he's just gonna play safe. So I always tell you guys, play aggressive. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Be aggressive, be aggressive. But at the end of the day, man, look, Savage, that was cringy. Whatever, bro. I'm on pre-workout right now and I don't give a fuck. But I like the fact that he slowed it down. I like the fact it's in-game, slow it down. Now the difference in that fight why I lost was the cover and concealment, which I was going to get to, I promise. He should have played some better cover. Now look at your boy right here, rocking 25 kills. God damn it. Savage is cheating. Probably. But look, playing hard cover, even in this fight here, sidestep and utilizing that wall. That way, if he gets shot at, he can bounce back, keeping himself safe. He's got a UAV in the air. Remember, we can't see all the pings, so if he sees some crazy shit, it could just be the UAV. I don't know. He could be cheating. Tired of arguing with you guys. I don't fucking know. Facebook and KK. What is that? What is KK? Look at this dude. What? Again, playing the cover. We keep watching people crouch walk in the open. Notice your boy Facebook and KK jumps to the right-hand side, blocking the vision from the enemy with that wall. Then he jumps back out and gets some easy shots off. He plays that, even at a distance. He plays that wall as cover and concealment, and then jumps back out and re-challenges when the enemy's just sitting there crouch walk like, you can't see me. Come on, bro, you gotta be better than that. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.